Hello everyone, this is George Knaus. I will be presenting my CSE 248 project. All of you, my Spring Boot Ghost Kitchen project. Alright, let's start at the top of the file tree here. Spring Security Configuration. See, we have a password encoder bean, which will automatically be used by Spring Security to encode any password a user enters when they register, which is nice. In our configuration method, we authorize requests for each of the pages that we've created so that we could either permit all users to see them or we could only permit certain roles to view these pages. We set our login page, success URL, logout URL as well. Okay, we also have our controllers. Each one's dedicated to a specific service, and we'll provide handling for each URL. Each URL request that gets sent through. Okay, we also have our model here. Each one's tagged at entity. Has each of its own attributes, getters and setters that are required for Hibernate to properly function. Okay, we also have our repositories here. Each one is a simple interface, but is very powerful and allows us to very easily exchange data between Spring JPA and our regular Java code. So this method here, the name of this method actually tells JPA what query to run to access the database. So this will take in a user and it will find that menu item based off of the user it is attached to. Okay, moving right along, we have our HTML pages. In our fragments folder here, we have 3 files that will produce the page layout to keep a consistent format for every HTML page that we provide to the user. Open up the header here, you'll see we have our navigation bar, and each tab of the navigation bar will change depending on whether the user is authenticated or if they are a user or a restaurant, all handled by Spring Security, which is very nice. Okay, we have each of our views here for our registration forms, our login forms, things like that. We also have an error.html, which, just in case there are any errors, it's at least a nice format for the user to see. Okay, we also have our application.properties, which sets up our data source to the MySQL database created for this project. Platform we're using, MySQL 8, and we have Hibernate set to DDL auto update, which whenever I create a new entity in this model folder that is annotated with the @entity tag, a table in our database is automatically created for that entity, which is very nice. Alright, let's run the project. See Spring start up. All of our JPA repositories are seen. Tomcat starts on 8080. And Hibernate will see all of the users already registered to our database. Okay, let's pop over. We'll start out on the home page in localhost 8080. We have our registration form, our login form, and a short about page that will tell us what's going on here. Okay, we can search for a restaurant, and you don't have to type in an exact match. It will just search for any restaurants with those names. Let's order from my restaurant, Panda Restaurant. I work there. We want 4 egg rolls. We have in the cart item, price per item, quantity we have. Now we can click delete, remove it from the cart. And another one, set this quantity to whatever we want, and you will see the subtotal and the total will automatically change depending on what we put in here. And we could still add more from here. So you see now we have 6 and an egg roll. Okay, and if we set this to 0 and we update the quantity, it deletes. Also works for negative numbers. So let's just order some lunch here. Check out. We have our cart. Gives you the breakdown of what's in the cart. We have our subtotal and our total. And you can put in all your information. But we're going to do this with a logged in user. So now we'll log in with a user I know exists. And when you log in, you're automatically sent to the order history page. It will show all orders that you've previously made. So let's again go to my restaurant, create our order, a couple egg rolls, why not? A couple of those, why not? Check out. Okay, shows you all the information, and this user has created an order before, so their address information has been saved. What's left is to add a credit card, and we'll place our order. And you see now in our order history, that order has been added. Okay, let's log out. And let us log in as Panda. Okay, so now we can go to our restaurant management, and you'll see here we have the menu. So this delete button here will delete any item that we add. So let's add an item real quick just for demonstration. Say we want some drop soup. Stuff's pretty good. I'll make it a pint. Yeah, I think that's $2.50 for us. Okay. And now say we don't want that item anymore. Simply delete it. And it's gone. Alright. That pretty much sums up the project. There's a lot of features I have yet to add, but I did not, unfortunately, have time to get to. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.